Hey, welcome back to this three-part video series. When it comes to looking for and choosing a good house to flip, there are three factors to consider. Number one, the right house. Number two, the right location. And number three, the right price. Get those three things right and you can make a lot of money flipping houses. Get any of them wrong and your house won't sell and you'll lose money. In video one, we discussed the 5 steps to determine if your lead is the right house. In video two, we discussed 12 different ways location can have a negative or positive impact on your deal. And on this video, we're gonna focus on the third factor to consider, which is choosing the right price. Get ready to learn 5 steps to determine the right price when choosing a house to flip, coming up. Hi, it's Jerry Norton, the nation's leading expert on flipping houses. And if you're new here to make more money in less time flipping houses so you can live your dream life, subscribe to my channel, click the bell icon to get notified when new videos are released. I'm often asked, Jerry, is this a deal? Followed by some details about a property. Well, just about anything is a deal for the right price. It could not be the right house and not the right location, but if I bought it for $1, it would most likely be a good deal to flip for a profit. And by the way, before I forget, if you missed either of the first 2 videos in this 3-part video series, I'll put a link to those videos in the description below and you can watch them later. So this is where we put the final piece of the puzzle in place. When it comes to choosing a house to flip, the real question is this: given the house and the location, what is the right price I need to get it for so I can flip it for a profit? In other words, what price do I need to buy this house situated on this street to flip it for a profit? This is where the house flipping formula comes into play. Now, if you're gonna fix and flip, what price do you need to get the deal for so you can fix it up and resell it to a homeowner for a profit? If you're gonna wholesale, what price do you need to get the deal for so that you can assign your contract to a local active investor? So let's review 5 steps to calculate the buy price when choosing a house to flip, and be sure to stay to the end of this video because I'm going to show you how to get my instant deal analyzer tool for free. Step number 1 is to determine the after repair value, or ARV. This is the price that specific home in that specific location will sell for to a homeowner once fixed up. This is determined by looking at similar homes that have recently sold in that same location. We call these sold comps. And I have an entire playlist where I show how to do this using Redfin and Zillow for free. You don't need a real estate agent to do this, and it's a skill that you must learn and get good at doing. Step number 2 is to determine cost of repairs. In order for a home to sell for the after repair value to a homeowner, it will need to be fixed up. That cost needs factored into the deal. Now, I did a video where I break down in detail my proven algorithm for calculating the cost of repairs on any deal in 60 seconds. Now, I'll put a link to that video in the description below and you can watch it later. Step number 3 is to factor in the soft costs that people tend to overlook. Now, I break soft costs down into 2 major categories. One is closing costs. Now, these are fees to buy and sell a property, such as title or closing fees, title insurance, prorated property taxes, and the biggest one is real estate commissions. Even if you're wholesaling, these fees need factored in because your buyer is going to have to pay them. One easy way to factor in these fees is to use a percentage of the ARV. Now, I like to factor in 9% of ARV. So for example, if the ARV in a deal is $100,000, the total closing fees to factor in would be $9,000. Now, the second soft cost to factor in is what I call carrying cost. This is referring to the cost of capital. Most investors borrow money to flip a house, and there is a real cost to that money, including points and interest payments. Again, an easy way to calculate this cost is to take a percentage of ARV, and I found that budgeting 6% of ARV is a safe number to use. So if the ARV is $100,000, the total carrying cost to factor in would be $6,000. Step number 4 is to factor in profit on the deal. If you're a fix and flipper, this is the profit you want to make on the deal. If you're a wholesaler, this is still referring to the profit an investor wants to make on the deal. This number is a little bit more tricky to calculate because the number varies depending on the market, competition, and really each individual. But a safe profit margin that most flippers use is 15% of ARV. So if the ARV is $100,000, the desired profit to factor on the deal is $15,000. Step number 5, if you plan on wholesaling, you need to factor in your desired wholesale fee on the deal. Now, I recommend at least $10,000 as a minimum desired wholesale fee on deals, but you can earn $15,000, $20,000, or more. So let's put it all together. If you take the ARV and you subtract repairs, soft cost, investor profit, and wholesale profit, what you're left with is your buy price. So for example, if the ARV is $100,000 and repairs are $20,000, it would look like this. 100,000 ARV minus 20,000 in repairs minus 9,000 for closing fees, or 9%, minus 6,000 for carrying cost, which is 6%, minus 15,000 for the investor profit, which is 15%, minus 10,000 for your desired wholesale profit, which equals a $40,000 buy price. Now to make this easier, let's group together closing costs, carrying costs, and investor profit, since those are all a percentage of ARV. Together, they total 30%. And to make the math even easier, let's create a simple formula that looks like this. ARV times 0.7 minus repairs minus wholesale fee equals your buy price. So ARV times 0.7 is the same as subtracting 30%, which remember factors in three things: closing costs, carrying costs, and investor profit. Then subtract repairs, subtract your wholesale fee, and what's left is your buy price. Now this is often called the 70% formula. So if ARV is 100,000 and repairs are 20,000, it looks like this. 100,000 times 0.7 brings us to 70,000, less 20,000 in repairs is 50,000, less 10,000 for the wholesale fee is 40,000 for the buy price. Now using the 70% formula, you need to figure out two things: ARV and repairs. Once you know those two numbers, you can run the formula and calculate the buy price on any deal. And to make the math super easy, I created a cloud-based deal analyzer calculator that does the math for you. Just plug in a few numbers and it calculates all of the numbers in a nanosecond, and I'll give this to you for free. Just go to instantdealanalyzer.com or click the link in the description. So when choosing a deal to flip, consider if it's the right house, if it's in the right location, and can you buy it for the right price. If those three things align, you've got yourself a profitable deal. If you learned something on this video, show some love, hit that like button right now and leave a comment. Let me know your biggest takeaway from this video. I'd love to hear from you. And if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm dedicated to helping you make more money in less time flipping houses so you can live your dream life. Now this was video 3 in a 3-video series. If you missed any of the other 2 videos, I put them in a playlist, so just click the video right there to watch them now. And remember, it's not about the money, it's about having the time and freedom to have, be, do, and give everything you want in life. That's what it's all about, and I'll see you on the next video.